What up, y'all? I'd like to welcome y'all back to Humble City Real. The show that I talk about things I like, things I don't like, things I know, things I think I know, whatever else crossed my mind. So I want to bring y'all back to the final conclusion, part 3 of my Daunte Wright video. Sorry for the wait. If you like what you see, of course, remember, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications so you can see any other videos that I post. That being said, just going to do a light intro. Between this time from part 2 and part 3, we had the Derek Chauvin conviction for the murder of George Floyd. We also, on the same day, actually had a young lady that was shot and killed by a police officer in Columbus during an altercation with, I want to say, 3 other individuals. We had a lot going on. We had a young girl, 7 years old, lose her life due to gang violence. That her father was possibly involved in. It's just a lot going on out there. I'm gonna touch on. We also had a mother shoot her 6-year-old son. It's a lot going on. A young man in North Carolina lost his life to police officers. I'm going to try to do another video or more videos going a little bit more in depth in those situations. But until then, without further ado, here's the conclusion, part 3 of the murder of Daunte Wright.
Or involved in, brutality, assaulting civilians. More times than not, they can be fired and they just move right to another police department. Look it up. You'll see. A lot of them have a history. And then once you see, especially some of the histories are with the same department they kept, able to maneuver. The union helped them all. Y'all forgot to dot that I. Okay. We won. It's like, did we win? Or who's the we? I guess that's the real question. Damn sure ain't us. We ain't part of that we in those situations. But they move right on. And now they're still there, and with the same way, and a sense of, invincibility comes. So now, that, the greatest obstacle course that enemies are created, and I tag it on to monsters as well. Monsters are created, and certain situations you can allow a person to feel untouchable, and that monster grows in them to where they're up here unstoppable, and it's a culture that's allowing that to happen. So, typically they'll move them around. They'll move the police officer around, and it ain't nothing for a cop to really. They'll help him pick up and move. No matter where he's at as a house, they'll help him pick up and move. If he can, because they don't want the static around. They want to move him. They don't want, so they'll do that. And I say that to say, Chauvin is fired right now. Potter resigned. I want to say I don't think that the Chauvin case is going to go like it needs to go. And, over time, as more information come out with this Potter thing, and when I say more information, not more information like evidence-wise, but more information that will just be thrown in from the, i.e. mass shooters, instant mental health, and there's all these different other things that's going to come. There's going to be some things that's going to come that's going to try to make her look good. We're about to hear some horrible stuff probably about Daunte Wright, and even if he's, pretty much clean, they're going to find the overdue library book. They're going to go for it. They're going to go for it all. So don't be surprised. And I say to the family, just stay strong. That's what they do. y'all got to hang in there. Y'all got a grandbaby to take care of. You let your lawyers handle what they got to handle. You know, how do I tell a parent who lost their child, unjustly, senselessly, to not think about revenge, but please try not to. I can say that. I mean, as you've seen, other videos, how I think about different situations where family members are taken unjustly and how you would feel and how you should be able to handle that. Try to stay focused and try to work towards, what we all want to work towards, trying to figure out what we need to do next. It starts with a certain sense of unity, but the unity only can come with the understanding. As civilians, we really need to understand if we really are civilians. Now, we can have our moments outside of us where we, get the gangster mode in or whatever the case may be, but right now, we really gotta figure out things as civilians. For the gangsters, y'all, if that's what y'all really, really do what y'all do. But somewhere along the line, we gotta really, really be able to buckle down on one kind of cause and start ground zero. We can't jump out there. It's not gonna happen. It's just, and that's what we got. From the president saying, it's senseless. It don't matter what the president says because he has no jurisdiction over state laws and state cases. So it doesn't really matter. He can say, "Oh, they're wrong." I mean, we've seen that. It happens. They're going to say they don't like it or this is sad. Don't matter. For every celebrity, posting and pushing and talking and different things of that nature. That's all cool. It gives us more information. I just would like to say, just let us not be distracted by that. That is a distraction. The fact that we see, people want to talk and march, and we understand right now with the how the Black Lives Matter movement is, and we see all this stuff, and those are things that could be distractions. It's to not venture into conspiracy theories right now. I think I might do a video on what is quote conspiracy theories, because some of it is more so based in truth. It's just understanding. You just got to hear and put your 2 and 2 together and see that it's 1 to equal 4. From all the different things that's going on out there. There are distractions for our greater being. For us to achieve equality, we got to figure out a way to separate ourselves from said distractions. Lastly, I want to end this with, the phrase, or hold on, wait a minute, not about to end it just now. Sorry, let me go ahead and go a little bit longer. I'm gonna end it with these 3 things. It was just things that I've seen, 2 things I've seen, and that I like, and kind of put things in context. Someone, I believe in one of the protests, had a sign that said, it's how do we not hold, cops who are trained accountable, but then hold civilians who are not trained accountable. I'm not sure where I seen this last. I'm not sure where I seen that one. Well, I think that was a protest picture, but then I seen someone like a meme that was saying, and I know this all too well, someone shoots someone for mistake. I've seen plenty of young men, young black boys, definitely, who did not intentionally mean to shoot a friend. And they still going to have to do that time. We've seen plenty of police shootings. I didn't know. I made a mistake, and I didn't know. I thought this was, we've seen it didn't go that way, with the exception of Muhammad Noor shooting, Justine Rizchek. Look it up, and you'll kind of get to see and understand it. I guess, because that's pretty much should be the barometer. That should be the measurement for Minnesota. He got 12 and a half years. For fearing for his life and shooting someone and taking their life. So with that being said, what I want to say lastly, as far as overall, countrywide, as far as with the police, all cops ain't bad. There's some good cops out there. Yeah. Yes. There are some good cops. What does that mean, though? And so, when people mention it, and people have the ideas that if they're good cops, and they would say something. I'm going to leave you with this. Pretty much in any and every all jobs that you go to, whether it be police force, whether you go to Walmart, Target, you work for the fire department, you work for the hospital, you work for Amazon, wherever you go. They ask these questions to test your integrity, right? Retail, they ask if you see your coworker stealing $2 from the drawer, would you report it? And of course, you want the job, you say yes. And much so more in pretty much every other job. They ask you some type of question and a variation of that. To which, because you want the job, you're going to respond. Yes, I'm gonna address that. Oh no, what if you see your partner doing such or doing this? I'll report it to my supervisor because that's not right. Everybody answers that question that way. No one answered that question. Our business. So they all answer that question, right? So, within any type of workforce, you tend to have somewhat of a division of us against them. So you want to be protective of your peers, your coworkers, right? So I say that to say, good cops, the good ones. I'm talking to the good cops, right? Because this happens in all those other organizations and other places, workforce. When will enough be enough for you? Essentially, said behaviors will affect you, the good guy, the person who's doing the right things. When do you guys address that? And I get it, we understand that blue is a gang in certain situations, and I get the fear, the true fear that officers have is more so probably of each other. In the end, as far as policing each other. So to all the good cops, the good cops, this is for the good cops. Do you know bad cops? Anybody, if y'all know cops, whatever, and they want to speak on it or point them out to this video. It's pretty long. They're going to catch this at the end, but to the good cops, do you know bad cops? And if so, do you address those bad cops? And I'm not just necessarily leaving it to the cops that kill. I'm not just, we're not just going to just say, well, how many do you address all the killer cops? Let's just start with, the verbally abusive cops, the ones that ends up getting too physically aggressive, this slamming little girls in their necks and stuff. Good cops. Do you address that? Now, I know it. My job. If you can't do it, I just look at we have a different breakdown. When I see people can't do the job, I just no. And I'm in a position where I give it in the business when need be. Oh, you horrible. No, you don't do that. That's not what you're supposed to do. I do. That's just me and my nature. Because I understand how your performance affects me. Your shitty performance affects me. So good cops, do you not understand that their performance is affecting you. So I just want to say that, Just want to know, do y'all address it? Are these locker room conversations, and then is it deeper? Which I believe it is. Is it deeper than what we know? And it's just it's more dangerous there than Let me know. Chime in. I just need to know. Because I do believe there are good cops out there. I just don't know, what y'all doing or where y'all at or what's the move, what's going on. I don't know. And I hope you ain't at the bar drinking with them, but then if you are, then I guess that shows the fear that maybe that you do have. But I don't know. Just a thought. Anybody, y'all know police officers, whatever the case may be, former police officers, I just want to know. Who stepped to the bad cops? Who stepped to that one that just is messed up? I just want to know. You know what I'm saying? So, that being said, don't forget, go ahead and subscribe. Check me out for other future videos. Check out some of my old videos. Subscribe, of course. Leave comments. Let me know what you think. Good or bad comments. I don't even think that really exists. Your comments are your thoughts. Hit the like button. Hit the don't like button. Hit the don't like button. Let me know what you didn't like. That'd be cool too. Once again, R.I.P. Daunte Wright. Prayers to his family. It's Humble City Real. Thank you in advance for watching. Holla at y'all later.